So the biggie, Knoxville, biggest game in 25 years since who did you say Hack beat
Eric
Alabama?
Ainge.
Eric Ainge, but the most hype game since Peyton Manning, since the Peyton Manning days. The Tennessee Vols defeat the Roman Army 52-49 in a classic. It gave you everything you wanted to see, and we learned every possible thing we could learn. I thought this was going to get ugly quick. Tom Rinaldi told me one time on the sideline, I think we were at the Rose Bowl, Florida State and Oregon, and Jameis slipped and the ball comes out of his hand like up in the sky. It's a reverse fumble. And Rinaldi turns to me and he goes, "The king never just dies. He gets killed." And I thought, holy shit, I'm watching the game. The king never does just die peacefully. They get killed. And when they were down 28-10 tonight to Tennessee, I thought, this is the killing. But the Roman army comes rolling back, but it wasn't enough. Hack, what did you most take away from this game? And like, what did you learn the most about the two teams first? And then we'll go into the quarterbacks.
Well, it was extremely impressive, and I think I'll start with Tennessee. I think the development of that program and where Josh Heupel is, it was a perfect storm for him, and he needed this win for that next step to be much larger than I think he could have ever imagined. And hats off for getting that done. I thought the offense played really well, answered the bell at pretty much every turn of the corner. And I thought the defense showed some balls too, man. I mean, that whole last drive there, they pretty much went 0 for 7-8 plays in a row. Just sent the house. Said,
Explain
hey,
to
we're match
people
up with these guys. So
explain
cover
to people
zero is
how
basically like they have no high safety. They're going to match up with the guys outside, and they're going to try to get an extra hat on the quarterback outside of what you can protect. And
why is that ballsy against such an advanced quarterback like Bryce Young?
And Bryce Young, you're playing matchup ball, and Bryce Young, the entire game has showed an immense ability to just get out of. He wins those one-on-ones in the open field against pretty much any edge rusher, any defensive lineman that you can bring, any linebacker you can bring. He did it. He extended the plays, made plays, scored touchdowns throughout the entire game doing that. So for that to be like, hey, like, we're going to smoke it if we got it and hang our hat on that. Like, huge tip of the cap to the Tennessee defensive staff right there, because I personally, I don't think I would have gone into that situation 3rd and 10 right on the fringe of field goal range. Like, hey man, I'm going 0 here. No, dude, I don't think I could have ever dreamed that up. So like, huge tip of the cap to them. And I think it's just kind of a fruition of like Tennessee, like coming from the grinder, right? Because like you talked about Peyton Manning, even Eric Ainge and those types of days, like Tennessee was a powerhouse.
T. Martin,
powerhouse program, correct. And they've kind of gone into the dark ages here for a little bit, and now coming back out of it with Josh Heupel, great win. And I think it's huge for them in their development.
Huge for recruiting, huge for the portal. Trevor, massive. Just imagine that now. That style of play, that Ferrari style, NASCAR style of play. Big plays, big time skill players. Really, I mean, if you're west of the Mississippi, that program is SC. If you're east of the Mississippi, we thought it was up in Columbus, but they're going to split half those kids now, half those big time kids.
We're dropping our merch.
We got to start calling Underwood Daddy Brad.
But I'm a big pod guy.
Breaking news. The Field of 68 has an online store, and it's your one-stop shop for the latest and greatest merch in college basketball and college football. You can find shirts to support your favorite team, make fun of your rival team, or boast Field of 68 catchphrases like Daddy Brad, Cussin' and Discussin', and the Star Heels. Go to www.fieldof68.shop today and enter promo code TOUCHDOWN for 20% off at checkout.